It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Once again, we are waking up with temperatures in the 60s as we begin this Friday, and everybody's in a good mood. The weather adding to that. We have really nice conditions across the Ozarks today. That's what I'm expecting. We've got numbers that are going to warm up quickly. 87, the forecasted high temperature. It is going to be a warm day in the forecast, and it's also going to be a day where we see plenty of sunshine and a light breeze out of the south. We already have that south breeze in the forecast. Nothing too strong today, but I am expecting the winds to pick up a bit this weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday, we'll see a breeze again out of the south. So we're going to keep this warm pattern going all the way through the weekend. What you can expect today is wall-to-wall sunshine. It's a good day to remember the sunglasses. We've got temperatures that are heating up as well. Summer clothes, really no jackets necessary. It's not even that cool out this morning. Temperatures are generally starting out in the low 60s. I've got us warming to near 80 by lunch, and we'll see highs at about 87 in Springfield today. Plenty of sun, warmer than normal temperatures. These temps, by the way, anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees above where we typically are. And we're going to hold this pattern all the way through the weekend forecast. So it is an October summer-like forecast. We have temperatures that are going to be well above average. This indication, though, is that we're going to see warmer than average numbers through a whole lot of the month. In fact, some of the long-range outlooks and the products coming out from the Climate Prediction Center are indicating that temperatures could remain above average through the middle of October, with the forecasted outlook calling for above normal probabilities October 9th through 15th. We could see some rain, though, back in the forecast. It doesn't happen until probably the middle of next week when our next cold front arrives, and that's also the one that will bring more normal temperatures back into the forecast. By normal, well, typically in early October, our high temps are sitting somewhere in the mid and upper 70s, and our low temperatures typically fall back into the low 50s. So we've definitely seen a warmer pattern that we are going to hold on to through the entire weekend forecast. Numbers this weekend may fall back into the 50s for overnight lows in a few locations, so that's something to consider. If you like the cool weather, you might have a few nice cool evenings and nice cool mornings to get out and take that morning walk before the heat really builds back into the region. I've got mid and upper 80s in the forecast both Saturday and Sunday. I already mentioned that it might be a bit breezy Saturday and Sunday, and I do have a small rain chance back in the forecast as early as Monday of next week. However, we won't see the rainfall chances come along with that until or the cooler conditions come along with that until about Wednesday of next week. Around the country, what's making headlines this weekend? It's high surf warnings all the way from Florida to New York along the East Coast over the weekend from that tropical activity churning out in the Atlantic. We also have above average warmth for much of the U.S. That's going to hold true through much of the weekend forecast. This drought out west is also going to worsen with above normal temperatures for our friends on the West Coast, and fall color starting to peak in portions of the Rockies and northern New England. Not uncommon this time of the year. It's kind of right on track for many folks in early October. So if you have any trips planned to see the fall foliage, please send us a picture, post one on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. We would love to see it. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. Here it is. What is the term for the calm, clear area at the center of a hurricane, surrounded by the most intense winds and rain? The options what I gave you were A, the core, B, the eye, C, the nucleus, or D, the hub. This was not a trick question. So if you chose B, the eye, you would be correct. We always hear about the eye of a hurricane, but not many people actually have ever experienced that, to be in that calm, clear center. Of course, that's not where you want to be, because to get there, it means you would have had to endure the most heavy wind and rainfall to get there. But congrats if BI was your answer. Now that it's October, I thought it might be fun to add some spooky questions back into our trivia list here. So here's the question that I'll leave you with for Monday morning. What vegetable was originally used to carve jack-o'-lanterns in Ireland before pumpkins became common? What do you think? Do you think it was A, carrots, B, turnips, C, potatoes, or D, beets? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Big shout out to our sponsors this morning: Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, the Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for wrapping up the work week with me here. I really appreciate it. And if you are enjoying the podcast, please leave us a review wherever you get your podcasts. Have a great weekend. We'll chat Monday.